Hey y'all, I know I say every time that these videos are going to be a short one, but I think this will actually be a short one. We're just going to very quickly talk about cover letters. Another one of those things about being an artist or sort of being in anybody is that you're going to have to write cover letters for just about any job that you want after graduation. Probably everything else you've applied to at this point is just a resume. They sort of hire whoever. But once you're getting into sort of residencies or art jobs or things like that, the cover letter is going to become more important. So there's some examples in the folder, and I'm just going to sort of use this one because I think that this is a good example. And really what you want to do in that first paragraph is be really formal. Dear whoever, if you know exactly who it is, that's great. Do a little bit of digging and sort of find out. Quickly introduce yourself, or sort of like in this one, I'm excited to apply for the Foundry Apprentice program at the opportunity at the Metal Museum. So just what job you're applying for, and then sort of who you are. So in no more than probably 3 sentences, give us what your degrees are in, what your skills are in, and why this position speaks to your interests and abilities. You can feel free to use that line verbatim. X position speaks to my interests and abilities because XYZ. I am eager to start my new career, my new body of work, my new whatever, by doing X at Y, wherever you're applying to. That can really sort of be the foundation and the basis of how you start writing these and sort of chunk it out. In your second paragraph, you want to explain why you can do this job, what skills you have, what you've learned, other places that you've worked. That's really what should exist in that second paragraph. In the third, if there's anything sort of specifically that they speak to, if there's something that they really sort of require that you need, or that they want you to do, go ahead and do that in the third paragraph as well. And in that last paragraph, I just sort of reiterate that you are excited for this opportunity and to begin your career wherever it is. Though in that last final paragraph, you want to be incredibly positive. You want to sound like a team player, and you want to sound like someone that they want to work with. The problem with cover letters is that you kind of have to toe that line between being braggadocious and Minnesotan, where you're just like, I can do this, it's okay, just trust me. You have to prove that you can do it, but you also want to sound like a pleasant person to work with. That's really sort of the balancing act that you're trying to tiptoe through. And then the very last thing, that this is sort of my signature sign off. I always say thank you for your time and consideration. Often I'll say thank you for your time and consideration and good luck with your search. That just sort of makes you look a little bit better than everybody else, that you're sort of wishing them the best. Make sure, the other thing on this that's not on this letter, have a formal sign off. Sincerely, your name. Figure out how to like import a signature onto the letters. It looks much nicer that way. It looks a little bit more professional. The other thing that you can see is they have the physical address of the place, where 99% of the time you're going to be emailing these. But this is just sort of like one of the formal standovers. I usually put your contact info on the right hand side, where this student had it on the left. I would move it over here. And make sure at some place, somewhere on here, you have your phone, your email, and a website if applicable. You want to make sure that if for some reason this gets separated from the rest of your application, that they have a way to contact you. You can often put all of that information on the footer of the letter. But that is about it. Be classy, be positive, toot your own horn, which I know can be really difficult, and sort of think creatively about the skills that you've developed. If they're asking for someone with sort of X number of years or sort of some very particular skill, there's no such thing as a perfect candidate. So kind of bend and manipulate your experience so that you can be the candidate that they want. But above all, be positive and make sure that you tout the really fantastic things that you have done. Good luck, apply to things, you'll get rejected, but it's okay, it gets easier.